I'm a Japanese runner living in Australia, but I come back to Japan to get some training done in cooler weather. This video will showcase the first half of this week's training, which includes a spicy track session as I take baby steps towards breaking through my 3-year plateau in the 5K, where my PR still sits at 15:40. But without further ado, let's see what I got up to on Monday. Alright guys, so I landed in Japan 4 to 5 days ago and today's Monday, so this is going to be the first full week of training in Japan, which I want to share with you guys, including some of what I eat and a little bit about, what Japan is like. And also I'm moving out of this house that I've lived in for about 16 years, which is absolutely insane. My mom's been living here and I've been able to come back every single year because I've been in Australia for like 7 years now. But I'm getting hungry, so let's go get some breakfast. Time to eat. Right, keeping it pretty simple this morning. We got meatball and miso soup. I'll definitely eat more later. I have so many meals when I'm in Japan. Like, all the meals are pretty small, so I gotta eat a lot. Now, as much as I love eating, this isn't a what I eat in a day video, so there's gonna be more to show you the training that I do in the first week here. We'll slowly move on to more eating stuff later. Right guys, first run club since I've been back in Tokyo. We're about to head there. We're only a few hundred meters away. It's quite late at night. I'm not the biggest fan of the starting time, but Walter's been to it last week, so what are your thoughts on the run club so far?
Yeah, it's very social. That's it, really.
Yeah, like, it's barely a run.
Yeah, because it's so crowded, that's why.
Yeah.
Like,
we're running like basically 7-minute pace sometimes, trying to go through the crowds.
Yeah.
We intentionally seem to be taking the most crowded areas, so it's not the most ideal if you're trying to get like a zone 2 run, but zone 0.5, that'll be fine. This is the perfect run for that.
Post-marathon, yeah.
True, yeah, you did a marathon
great.
yesterday, so
yeah.
Perfect. Do you reckon he's telling everyone to leave a like on the video? We are here for the second time today. I love this place too much. Alright, so Walter's gonna order in Japanese, and then I'm gonna order in English, because I'm clearly illiterate at Japanese. Bro's hogging the brown rice tea, man. I want some refill as well.
You got protein, you got veggies, you got carbs, a few carbs.
We got some Korean kimchi with some bulgogi leaf, and then we got some healthy ginger, whatever you call it, salad. Also, this rice is unlimited, so you can refill as many times as you want, which is why I came here and why I brought this guy here. And also, we got miso soup. Man, Walter's a pretty big eater. I'm a pretty big eater as well, but I think he eats a bit more than me. Now, I think it's safe to say that calories were absolutely demolished after our 60-minute recovery run, and now let's see what we got up to on Tuesday. Alright guys, it is Tuesday. I'm reunited with Bo. You may recognize him for a couple videos last year, but yeah, it's good to be running with him again. We're gonna go to Imperial Palace. Just an easy run for us, but tomorrow we got the track session. Alright, we're running the iconic Imperial Palace. I made a video on this route about a year ago, but it's good to be back. 5K loop. Also, for those that are wondering, the shoe I'm currently wearing is the Nova Blast 4 from last year, and I haven't had it for a while because I left it here in Japan, but it's good to be reunited with the shoe. Alright guys, we are having abura soba. So good. Have you had it before?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah,
it's
awesome.
good.
Underrated.
Yeah, heavily underrated. No one talks about it from like overseas, but I love it. Like, it's soupless noodles. So that wraps up the run for today. The Strava activity is right here, and essentially it was just a 14K run with Bo, and then we had that soba, and then I ran home from there. So that's pretty much it. Alright guys, this is probably the earliest I've gotten up to run, and it's not even that early because Japan, everyone sleeps late, so I've just molded into that lifestyle, which I kind of don't like. Yeah, it's not even early, it's like 7:30 a.m. Meeting a friend at 8 a.m. and we're gonna go for a run at Imperial Palace. I'm having a onigiri right now to start off the run. Alright, so I was running this loop yesterday with Bo as well. It's pretty rare of me to run this loop 2 days in a row, so I'm kind of stoked. So the run ended up being 7.5 kilometers. It was really good to catch up with Niraj, and we had a little bit of breakfast after as usual, and yeah. Now let's fast forward a few hours because we're doing a workout tonight. Oh, the dog scared me. Hello ladies and gentlemen. The Metaspeed Ray in Japan is actually about 330 bucks compared to Australia where it costs like 500 bucks. So it's actually pretty crazy how it's a fair amount cheaper here. I don't want to use that to justify buying this while I'm overseas because obviously I want to be responsible with my spending, but it definitely makes it tempting. I actually want to try the Metafuji Trail at some point. So Asics, if you're watching this, I will race in this as much as you want. I'm doing so many trail races next year. Send me a Metafuji Trail and I'll rep you. Alright everyone, we're here at the Yoyogi Park Oda Field track and it was under construction for about a year. This is actually the warm-up track for the Tokyo World Championships, so all the big dogs are warming up here and then they will get a bus shuttle all the way to the Tokyo Stadium, so that's a little fun fact for you there. It's pretty crazy that the warm-up track is not next to the stadium though, because that's kind of tricky to have to warm up, go in a bus, sit down and kind of be crammed in terms of legroom and then have to, you know, do your final little bit there. So I don't know if I agree with that sort of system, but that's what it was. Anyway, we're here to do a workout today. Did an easy jog this morning, just 7.5 k's, nothing crazy. And then today we're gonna do a mix of threshold and VO2 max according to the guy that leads the club. Every few laps I'm taking off another layer because we're slowly warming up. Still a bit cold,
But that was a long
but
time.
let's do a few more. I actually don't feel warmed up until I do threshold. Like, that jog did nothing. And now I'm starting to feel good. Alright Walter, so how much of an absolute kid do I look like with my standing out Reg Soda merch?
What do you mean? There's no shit around here. No, he's cooked. He's cooked.
I am cooked. Also, I'm not going to film that much in this workout. I'm going to focus on the workout, so I'll see you later. Goodbye. I still don't know the workout, but we just did 3 600s. Did it fairly quick, but
Yeah.
how are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good, but like the track is so congested, just get immediately boxed out.
For sure. Alright, we're about to go 2.4k tempo now. I can probably film a bit of it.
For your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Righty, I'm here with Evan. Give us a bit of a background.
From Singapore, and I'm here on holiday, and I ran into this guy here,
Hello.
YouTuber. Let's go!
Appreciate it. Yeah, he just raced the Singapore half marathon. So he was in the same race as Rio, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he absolutely destroyed me though.
He's a quick guy.
Yeah, he's a really quick guy.
Yeah. Also, if you can't talk while running threshold, you're not running threshold. Just FYI. So after the 2.4k threshold, I did a 152, 147, and 142 for the 600 meters. Again, I was running in lane 2 and 3 for this as well. But then after that, I did some 4x200s with Evan, where I did 33, 33, 31, and 30 to finish off the session. So from this little clip, I can actually see that I have a pretty high cadence, but I don't think I'm getting much power and force into the ground, so that's something I want to work on and put more emphasis on the strides when I do them in my easy runs in the future. I think he's walking back as well. Yeah. Thanks man, thanks Evan. Yeah, good. So just did the workout. It was 3x600, then 2.4k tempo, 3x600. And then I did a bit of extra myself, a few of them with Evan actually. We did 4x200, cutting it down each rep. So I did 33, 33, 32 low or 31 high or whatever, and then 30. So yeah, pretty happy with the workout. I don't touch speed that often, so pretty happy with the progress that I've made in the past few weeks, and just gotta keep working on the speed because I've already got the base. So yeah, I know where I want to get to. Nothing screams I want attention more than your shoes, man.
What are these allegations?
I'm actually kidding.
Only,
Walter's
guys,
a humble man. I'm kidding.
It was only colour available in store.
Right guys, we have finished the run. We are having some food. Got John here, and we got Evan and Walter. Let's destroy some food. I feel like this is a food YouTube channel. Walter, do you like the food in Japan?
100%. Yeah. And the price as well.
Yeah, it's so good, yeah. Right guys, so that was the chill dinner part 1. I'm gonna go home and have rice with salmon that my mum has cooked. So yeah, pretty excited. Always gotta make sure to fuel a lot, especially after, you know, doing a speed session. Gotta get the protein in as well. I actually have a protein drink in my bag, which I forgot to drink, but I'll have that as soon as I get home. Good day out. I actually had a call with the physio, Kev the physio, who's been on my channel a few times. He gave me a few tips for what I can do for my plantar fasciitis, so hopefully we get that sorted as well, because that's getting kind of annoying. It's actually hurting a fair amount. So that wraps up Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week's training. Now, some of you that follow me on Instagram will know that I almost fainted while running in the second half of this week, so be sure to watch the next video to see what happened. I also do a 400 meter threshold workout, which is always good fun. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.